Guys, you have to be impressed with the shape the champ's in for this match.
And at a combined weight of 533 pounds, weighs me, Steve Richards, and the Blue Bloods.
Corey, when you're outnumbered like this, what can you...
Rocket kick! Handicap action underway here, guys. What phenomenal agility. A chop.
He's not looking like himself here. I don't know about you, but I don't like his chances of survival here in this handicap match.
Well, I don't think his performance here tonight is necessarily one I would point to if I were to instruct an up-and-comer on how to win a handicap match.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now.
Spin kick to the midsection.
And just like that, this move is leading the charge.
We got to cover. He's got some fight left in him. Too soon. Oh, what a drop kick.
On the mark.
Hooked him up.
Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. And
submission time. On his head, took the brunt of that one. Is he done? I remember the Shane McMahon's handicap match you were mentioning earlier very well, Byron, and those imposters posing as Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom, were none other than Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe, or should I call them the Stooges?
No, you shouldn't call them the Stooges. Have a little respect, Cole. We're talking about two Hall of Famers here.
There it is, the spinning heel kick. And the elbow connects. He's starting to stagger a bit. At this point, it's all about how he responds and potentially rebounds.
Man. If his opponent somehow wins this thing, you could likely go back to this moment as the turning point of the match. We've seen some pretty lopsided handicap matches over the years, and one that stands out in my mind, well, it might just be the 2010 encounter that saw John Cena take on 6 members of the Nexus.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Got him good with the elbow there.
Unleashing it for the second time now. Going for an encore here. At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted.
That 6-on-1 match Byron brought up earlier actually could have even been more lopsided. If you remember, it was originally supposed to be 7-on-1, but John Cena was able to take Darren Young out of the equation when he injured him the week prior.
Well, you know what? He should have kept taking Nexus members out, because even without Darren Young, the Nexus was able to accomplish their goal that night, defeat John Cena.
And now he goes for it a second time.
Right to the face.
And another one. Gosh, this is like that old battery commercial. This move just keeps going and going and going and going.
Just go for the finisher already. I don't understand the delay. The object is to win the match, isn't it? Come on, let's go.
Putting it all, look out.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
The repetition on that, concentrating on the body here.
Oh, how resilient was that?
Wow, that's pure power, guys.
When this guy's on, look out. How's that for ferocious? It's like someone hit the repeat button for this move. Well, man, he's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind.
As Corey continues to criticize the action in the ring, allow me to take the other side of the argument. The last thing any superstar wants to do is go for the finisher prematurely. No good can come of that.
Yeah, you really want to wait for the exact right time. If you go for it and miss, that could be the momentum shift your opponent has been waiting for. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Going for it again. The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least. The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point. We may have discovered his favorite move. He clearly has confidence in that move.
A lot can go wrong in a match like this, guys. In fact, I'll be surprised if we don't see a major injury occur here tonight.
Man, look at this. That's right. Just keep going. Here we go again. At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted. Going to the well again. There he goes again.
To Corey's point, handicap matches are an incredibly dangerous atmosphere, and being outmanned in any way, whether it's by 1, 2, or even more competitors, can result in serious injury.
Or in the case of Braun Strowman, you can be outmanned and still somehow be the one delivering the injuries. I mean, he is absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, and he hits a magnificent Hurricane Rana.
And there it is again. He clearly has confidence in that move. There he goes again. Going for it again.
Definitely not where you want to be right now.
Gotta find a way to get out of this, Michael. You gotta think about using the finisher here pretty soon, I would think. Just pick up the win and move on.
That's how you move up the ladder here in WWE.
Let's take a look at the replay.
That's highlight reel material right there.
At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted. The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least. Second time's a charm. I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach.
Here it comes!
Good point by Byron earlier. If there's an opening to execute the finisher, you got to take it. The last thing you want to do is let your opponent hang around for no reason. I can tell you bad things happen when you do that. If you don't believe me, just go back and watch Skip versus Barry Horowitz from 1995.
I remember that like it was yesterday, Cole. Instead of putting Horowitz away, Skip thought it would be a good idea to do some mid-ring push-ups. And as you were saying, the decision ultimately came back to haunt him.
Gosh, the same move over and over. This is relentless. He's making a statement here with this attack. We've seen this before, and now he goes for it a second time.
Seems to me, guys, like we're just moments away from seeing the finisher, which could obviously put this match on ice.
The Pele kick. The end is near. Second time we're seeing this here. It starts to feel like a broken record with that move. Over and over and over. We're seeing the same move being used. Gosh, the same move over and over. This is relentless.
The finisher could absolutely end this match, Michael, as you were saying, but it's not a guarantee. Sometimes it takes 2 or even 3 to get the job done, and even then, it's not a sure bet. A la Randy Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 7.
That's my favorite match of all time. Randy Savage landed an amazing 5 top rope elbow drops, but was still unable to put Warrior away. And you know what? He probably could have hit him with 5 more. There was just no stopping the Warrior on that night.
Keep your eye on this one. Quick punch.
Oh my gosh!
Imploding 450. Unreal.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
That splash might just end it here.
The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point. Drop kick!
Great athleticism.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
No, he releases the hold.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
Well, man, he's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind. What a blow to the back of the neck. Here's the cover for the win. He's pressing all the right buttons now. At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted. And another one. Here we go again. He's looking incredibly fatigued right now. This could very well be the beginning to the end.
There's a pin now.
Obviously putting a lot of stock in that maneuver.
Man, look at this. That's right. Just keep going.
Obviously putting a lot of stock in that maneuver. The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least.
When this guy's on, look out. Into the quick cover. There he goes again. Looking for the finish. He might have.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
That's how you keep your opponent off balance, Cole.
One night stand.
No thanks. Just when you thought he had nothing left.
He goes for the cover. 1, 2. And he got a near fall out of it too soon.
Here we go again. I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. Gosh, this is like that old battery commercial. This move incoming. Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one. Well, man, he's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind.
Here he goes.
This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
That should do it. Did you guys feel that too? Yes! Unreal performance.
An absolutely inspiring, brutal, and epic matchup. Let's take another look at what made that handicap match one of the best ever.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here are your winners, Steve Richards and the Blue Bloods.
That's a big win, although there was a moment there where I thought it was going to go the other way.
That is what I like to call a statement win, Michael.
The crowd here